Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There is no turning back now. Oh my god. The year begins well with this new arrival in the collection, something that I've been waiting for a very long time. This is the 120 scale Tyrannosaurus Rex statue or Maquette from W Dragon, and here it is, the piece. We're not gonna waste too much time on this review. Here it is, Bertha, the beauty. I've been really looking forward to this piece. As you could see in the previous few shots, the box is very minimal yet beautiful, with some Jurassic Park themed images and some images of the statue itself. Very minimal, very beautiful. And first, I really would love to talk to you about the fact that this statue was based on the Stan Winston Maquette, which you can see beautiful images here. This is exactly the same Maquette what they used as a reference for the Elite Creature Collectibles Tyrannosaurus statue, which you can see an image here now, which I actually never liked. And the reason, several reasons. I think proportionally that one is quite incorrect, and also I think that is gonna develop a very serious leaning issue, and you can see it on the images once again that the center point of the statue is completely off. And this is supposed to be the prototype, so already in the promotional images I didn't like the pose, and obviously I didn't like the over $2,000 price tag either. And the other thing is that I always felt very critical about is that while I know that they basically scanned the 1/5 scale T-Rex Maquette by Stan Winston Studio, and then Beaton took those files. Beaton is an ILM artist. Took those files and then they resculpted the details back into that maquette, and I always felt, and you know, who am I to criticize Elite Creature Collectibles and Beaton's, more specifically Beaton's work, but I always felt that the details were a little bit too crude. The wrinkles were a little bit too deep for my liking, and that's not how it looked like on the original Stan Winston maquettes and on the full-scale statue. Now, I stated it before in some of my other W Dragon reviews that I am convinced that W Dragon is creating the sharpest, most authentic Jurassic Park themed sculptures. Their Indoraptor looked absolutely stunning and very, very authentic to the film, and I'm absolutely loving those Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptors they produced. Just every single sculpture, and here it is. Basically, this is exactly what I'm talking about in the video now. That's why I'm pointing there, because I just want you to guys see how. So the wrinkles are not too deep. They are very realistic, very like a little bit softened. We see absolutely gorgeous muscle definitions here under the skin. You guys can see the legendary underbelly of the creature here with those massive scales that I really love so much, and the very first time I've seen was on the Kenner toy, if anyone remembers, the red T-Rex. And I also want to just mention it here real quickly that I'm sure you guys remember back in the day of the old Kenner promotional photos when they were announcing or promoting the red T-Rex's release back in the day. Now, few people know that they were actually using a Stan Winston Studio Maquette for those promotional shots that they got. I think it was, and I don't want to mislead you, I think it was possibly a 1/15 scale Maquette. I'm gonna show you the picture here now, and I will never forget what I've felt when I've seen that image. And I was like, oh my god, this is what we're gonna get. Of course, that's not what we got in the end. But what we got was pretty good. It was one of my favorite toys. But looking at this piece now, it's really taking my breath away, and I couldn't be happier. And as I'm always telling you guys every single time in these reviews, that I just really wish that I could have a time machine and go back in time and, you know, show it to my younger self that just relax, dude, this time is coming. You have seen previous shots of the base at the beginning of the video, I'm sure. It's pretty, you know, whatever, it's decently painted, I guess. The statue itself, I think, is beautifully painted. Not to say that I'm not gonna go over this. I really would love to give it a little bit more life and making a completely authentic version of the T-Rex from the film. So yeah, that's gonna be a quick repaint job for the future. All I can say, guys, that I think W Dragon perfectly captured the Stan Winston Maquette. The pose, the proportions. I always was very bothered by the ECC T-Rex's eye. I think it was too big in proportion to the head. It's a beautiful piece, and I don't mean to be mean-spirited by, you know, if you have it, I'm very happy for you and everything. If I was, you know, spending that amount of money, and I would be kind of upset because of the aforementioned issues, and also that I probably would need to repaint it as well, because I just didn't like what they've done to that piece. I think it was quite flat, and I didn't understand those really ugly looking stripes on the back. I think this one looking way more organic. And here now, once again, we're posing with the 1/35 scale of Evoluzio T-Rex, skin T-Rex Maquette. So you get this is basically the size of like a normal standard non-mu or even a W Dragon, so you guys can get an idea. And this is the other size here, and here I'm showing, this is basically a scan of the 1/5 scale Maquette and then shrunken down, so you guys see that the wrinkles are not so deep on this one either. So that's actually a really nice representation of the 1/5 scale Maquette. So as we get one more look at the gorgeous, beautiful details. And by the way, I just want to say that if you guys feel that the piece is a little bit pale or overexposed, is because I set all the lamps up around it just so you guys can see all the details and everything, but it's darker in real life. What can I say? It's a 10 out of 10 piece, only 400 pieces worldwide. I could not recommend it more. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, you must have this piece, especially if you're someone like me who is never going over the £1,000 or dollar mark for a statue. This is a really good price statue, phenomenally made. I couldn't be happier. Thank you so very much for being here and watching this review, and I see you on the next one.